I know there's two types of people in the room. There's people that love numbers, and there's people that don't love numbers. There's people that love to talk about compensation plans. There's people that don't love to talk about compensation plans. I'm going to do my best to meet you guys somewhere in the middle. There's never a right answer for this unless we're going to do a 4-hour breakdown and give you every detail. So somebody's going to be left behind on some details. So if you're ultra analytic, I have a hidden video. It's 2.5 hours long. I couldn't stand to do it, let alone watch it. So I'll give it to you. It's yours as your parting gift. For the rest of you guys that are just like, hey, give me the concepts. Let me sink my teeth into this. That's where we're going to go here for the rest of the information. So let me turn over to our guest speaker, Sonic the Hedgehog. Give it up, everybody. Okay. Well, his shirt said Sonic the Hedgehog, so I was just trying to be quick. Next slide, please. So my favorite thing about compensation plans that I've ever learned, and it took me 12 years to get to this point. I'm now 27 years into the industry. It took me 12 years to realize this. My first 12 years, my percentage is better than your percentage. My level is bigger than your level. My bonus is better than your bonus. And just like the ingredient people, my berry is better than your berry because my berry is lower. Is it higher? Lower on the mountain? Higher on the mountain? I don't remember. It's higher on the mountain. If it's higher on the mountain, it gets access to the special rain from the special clouds, and therefore you're going to live 18 years longer. Like, I mean, you know the stuff, right? My ORAC value, you remember that one? My ORAC value is bigger than your ORAC value. None of that, earmuffs, Sonic. None of that shit matters. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter. Percentages don't matter. Marketing messages and behaviors do. I can prove it. What's 100% of nothing? Yeah. 100% of nothing is nothing. And 10% of a million is 100 grand. 10% of a billion is 100 million. So if someone can have 100% of nothing, it's still nothing. Percentages don't matter. Marketing messages and behaviors do. Does your marketing message pierce? Is it viral? If we're still talking about duplication, we're at least a decade old. Sorry, we're at least a decade behind. The word duplication got left behind a decade ago plus. You're not looking to duplicate. That means you had to sit down and educate somebody word for word until it duplicated. That's really slow. You need virality. People telling people with no slowing down, with no sitting there and trying to spend hours of whatever. It's got to go, and it's got to go now. That's marketing messages. We're still dialing in our marketing message. Like 2 weeks ago, I was a hot mess when I came up to that. I was like, I don't know what I'm about to say, but we'll figure it out. What's the name of this company again? No, it's like the logo. We didn't even have a logo decided until like 4 hours before I'm putting the slides up on the screen. So as we get better and better and better at this, we're crystal clear that marketing message has got to be sharp. It's got to be piercing, and it's got to move from person to person seamlessly. We know the idea is big. We know we can attract anybody and everybody that wants to fit in however they want to fit in. And then the behaviors of the compensation plan matter more than the percentages. The behaviors that drive. That being said, it's got really good percentages too. So let's move forward. Next slide. So let's talk about just some basic things to know. Things to know, qualified as 100 PQV, your own purchases count, your customers' purchases count. Anything you're spending money on counts, your 100 PQV. Number 2 is you're going to build 3 teams or more. If you want to go to the top, 3 teams or more. Do you have to build any teams to make a 6-figure income in this company? No. Can you just make sales? Yes. Can you make no sales and make a 6-figure income? Yes. I mean, when you process that, that's a really different company. But if you're going to be a team builder, it's a minimum of 3 if you're going to the top or more. Your affiliates count as your customers, as do their customers. So that means when you enroll somebody for free, their customers, first of all, when you enroll somebody for free, they count as one of your customers, and any customer they have count as your customers. Why is that important? Because you're going to see when you're looking at the customer qualifications at the higher ranks, you're like, 25 customers, I'm never going to be able to get 25. Somebody tell that guy I build teams. I don't get customers. You're not going to have to. Go get 100 affiliates for free that all got 2 customers. You got 300 personal customers. You're good, right? This is a really, really, really friendly company in that way. But affiliates counting as customers and them counting as your customers, very critically important for many reasons that I know most of you guys with MLM intelligence know why. Number 4, the higher ranks, you need to advance your teams. Meaning you can't just go to the top without bringing some people with you. So you're going to advance people along with you on the way. Next slide, please. All right, let's talk a little bit about ranks. These are the 5 buckets of ranks. There's 3 little placeholders before this, like, active, qualified, and then something called catalyst, which means you're starting to do some volume, 500 volume. But these are the 5 buckets of ranks. Team influencer, micro influencer, macro influencer, diamond influencer, global influencer. Now, this is a QV model. It's an OV model, which is your organizational volume, which is the sum of all your QV in your entire enrollment tree. So your OV, your organizational volume, is the sum of all the QV, qualifying volume, from everyone in your enrollment tree. We'll talk about that in a little bit longer. But the point is, in order to go to Diamond Influencer G3, it's not going to be 2 million in retail sales. We talked a lot about this, and we said, okay, we could make this a really cool thing where people can advance ranks off the retail sales. And then we're all like, people are tired of hollow ranks, a cool pin and no income. I mean, I think, how many guys would be like, keep the pin and your recognition and your meme, just give me the check. Who's more? Like, we're kind of out of that stage now, I think. So the reason why this is important is because we can sell so many different things on the platform. If you sell a watch for $5,000, we can't let that count the $5,000 towards the organizational volume, because you would jump ranks off hollow volume. So retail volume we can't do because it'd be too easy to hit the ranks and nobody be making any money. So what is the organizational volume? The organizational volume is what the vendor is paying out in the marketplace commissions times 2. It's what the vendor is paying out in the marketplace commissions times 2. We'll go into this in a deeper dive. I just wanted, for those of you guys a little bit more analytical, to hear that. Next slide, please. Let's talk about the 5 different ways that we get paid here. Oh, sorry. Let's not do that. Let's talk about licenses and subscriptions. How do I join? An affiliate can join for free. So a person could make $1 million joining for free and paying $9 a month to stay on the platform. Now, in the influencer world, we've already had this question several times. Why do I have to pay $9 a month? Apparently, they're not connected to the cost of software and attribution and how much that takes. But here's an answer that as networkers we take for granted, that for them is world changing. When an affiliate for free gets a customer, that customer is attributed to them. When that customer comes back to the platform and buys again, the affiliate got paid again, even though they didn't do anything. That customer comes back and buys again, the affiliate gets paid again, even though they didn't do anything. In the normal social media world, that is not how it works for them. They get paid one time for that customer and one time only. In order to get paid again, they got to get that customer back to transact again. So why are they paying $9 a month? Well, for unlimited offers, but also for attribution of the customers so they can stay attached. We need to know that you're active on our platform to attach those customers to you on an ongoing basis. If that makes sense, say, I got it. Number 2, for those of you guys from the network marketing space, you're like, that's how it's always been in network marketing. I know, but not in their world. Number 2, influencer. $4.99, $29 a month. Influencer Pro, $7.99, $39 a month. What's going to be the distinction there? The business development certification, which allows the vendor development certificate. Dang it! Legal changed the word on me. It's going to take a while to get it out of my system. The vendor development certification and being able to earn that vendor development bonus is tied to that certification. Okay. Now I'm going to go through in a second what an influencer and influencer pro gets. when they get started, because it's significant. I referenced it earlier. We'll come back to in just a moment. But the difference in that 300 is a business development certification that you'd pay thousands for, that you're going to go through with that difference in price, which allows you now to be certified to earn the vendor development bonus. Okay, these bottom two, these are on different sides of the platform. This side over here that just went over, these are people who are pushing out offers in order to sell something to make money. Let me say that differently. This group over here is taking offers from a vendor and selling them to earn income. This group on this side of the platform, the vendors, they're creating the products and the offers for these people to push out. They're opposite ends of the platform. So I say that because people are like, okay, so if I become an international vendor, does that mean I'm everything? No, it just means you're a vendor. A vendor's a vendor, an influencer's an influencer, they're on opposite ends of the platform. A domestic vendor is someone that will be able to sell their product domestically. How do I define domestically? It's shipping territory. So for example, you can't say nationally, because if you're in the Netherlands, you can ship to Europe domestically. You can ship to whatever, 17 countries. An international vendor, pretty easy to figure out. You can ship internationally. What about if you want to sell a course around the world? Domestic or international? International. How long does it take to ship? Immediate. What's the cost of shipping? This is going to be big. This is going to be big. I mean, $100 billion industry this year, just for course creation and digital, this is going to be big. Now, can you be a domestic vendor, a vendor of any sort and an influencer? The answer is yes. Stand up real quick if you are a business owner with your own product, service, or you have your own courses. Just real quick, stand up real quick. Do you have any desire to also personally sell and recruit others to sell your product or service? Yes or no? You're both. You're both. Grab a seat. This is important because the affiliate number one for your product should be you. You should be the top of your tree for your top of your community for your product or service should be you. So you can be a vendor, and then you sign up as an influencer. It's actually the other way around. You become an influencer and you sign yourself up as a vendor. You become an influencer and you sign yourself up as a vendor, and then you start picking products to sell. Pick your own. Pick your own to sell. And then you start going and bringing on influencers to sell products. Have them sell yours. Right? So you're building your own affiliate channel at that moment. What if I have different companies that I own that sell completely different things? I've got A corporation, B corporation, and C corporation. One's in automotive, one's in clothing, and it's not automotive clothing, it's completely different. And the other one is in candles. Three completely different businesses. Can all three of them be on the platform? Yes, they can. Do I have to sign them up as separate vendors? I don't know. No. I know. I don't know how you run your books. If they're separate corporations, separate inventory, separate books, then you sign them up as separate vendors. We don't decide this stuff. You decide this. So we're not telling you you have to make it, but if you put up one store and you start putting up automotive, whatever, like clothing and candles, A, your message might be a little bit twisted for those looking at your offers, but B, where are you shipping that all from? All the same place? It's all going to the same books? It's all going to the same accounting? So you can have 10 different vendors as yourself if you have 10 different companies that are ran in 10 different set of books. Okay, that's licenses and subscriptions. Why does somebody want to pay 500 or 800, or that's not the question. What does somebody get when they pay 500 or 800? Great question. Next slide. I went deep on this earlier in the beginning. Just kidding. Go back a slide. I must not have added you. Go ahead.
Forgive me, man.
No, go ahead.
That number one question, I just got a text on as well. I keep getting asked, and I don't know the answer. Does a non-active affiliate's customer CV compress?
All of a customer, all of an affiliate's.
He didn't pay us $9 this month, but one of his customers
If they're doing 100, that's an active affiliate. If they're doing 100, that's an active affiliate. His customer count will count towards yours. But you're saying if he doesn't pay his $9 per month, he wouldn't be active unless he paid the 9. Yes, I understand. He's not active unless it's 100 plus his 9 or her 9. They must do both.
So it's not active, but he had a customer that purchased something. Does that CV compress?
Yes. Yes. There you go. Good question. Thank you for that.
Keep in mind, we don't keep any of the CV, we don't keep any of the offer, all of it goes 100%.
I know, I'm just,
Getting to that part. Okay. I thought I put a slide in here, but we've been messing around the decks in the back, so I'll just go with the explanation right now. Do you remember earlier when I talked to you guys about super vendors and vendors that are giving us their courses for free? Okay, this is really important for a couple things. Can you go back a slide, please? Thank you. Here's why this is critical. When somebody becomes an affiliate for free, they will get some of that training for free, but not a lot. They're going to go into the Shopley Learning Management System, the Shopley LMS. We haven't named it yet officially, open to any names you guys have, but Shopley University, let's call it. And maybe the first module in each category for the free affiliate is unlocked, maybe the first 2, but if they want to unlock the rest, they do, upgrade. So they're starting to watch Dan Fleshman on how to be an influencer, how to build a brand for free. One video, 2 video, 3 video, 4 video, there's 36 more videos to watch, locked. If they want the rest of that, they got to upgrade. Now we are picking vendors as our internal super vendors, if you will. It doesn't have to be for life. We're not locked into a long-term contract, and anybody could be a super vendor with us at any point if we see they're providing the most value to the marketplace loves them, and we can figure out a way to work together. But remember, all of your people can go to these people outside of Shopley if they wanted to in any day and go pay them. So it's not like we can control this. So how do we work together and maximize, a relationship, reciprocity? How do we get reciprocity? I know how. Let's create our learning management system. And here's mindset. Here's skill set. Here's how to be an influencer. Here's unboxing and live commerce. Here's team building. Here's AI. And all of these have training modules inside of them that normally all of those people would charge $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for that content. But they're giving it to us for what? Free. Well, why would they do that? You know why? Because they're getting eyeballs to their vendor page. And when those eyeballs go back to the vendor page and your people choose to buy something from them, guess who gets paid? You do. So it's not a bad thing, right? It's all reciprocity. It's all working together. So when they go there to learn, they're learning information that is worth thousands and thousands of dollars per category that they're getting with their license. When they buy their license, here's $10,000 in course value. It'll be broken up into beginner, advanced, and expert. So a person that's an influencer pro, they're going to get all the course value for free at beginner, advanced, expert, plus a vendor development certification course that they're going through. That allows them to make the bonus later. If somebody is just an influencer, they're going to get beginner and advanced. If somebody's just an affiliate, they're just going to get a fraction of beginner. And if they got to upgrade to get the rest. So I want you guys to understand, they're not just getting a license to the community, to the marketplace, worldwide. That enough and alone is itself is enough. We are a SaaS platform. We have a SaaS fee. We have a SaaS fee, which is $9, $29, $39, $79, $99. We have a license to the SaaS. But what you're getting, besides access to that, is 10 plus grand in real course value. Well, what's real mean? Well, there's real and there's fake. Well, what's fake course value? Here's fake course value. I'm Steve. Is there any Steves here? Okay. I'm Steve. I'm your upline. If you join today, you get 20 grand in free training. Based on what? Where do you sell anything for 20 grand that anyone's ever bought before? You don't. So that value's fake. What we're talking about is real value in the marketplace. You can see it on their websites. You can see it inside of Shopley. You can see that people pay Dan Fleshman 10 grand to join his mastermind. You can see that. You can see that some of them pay him $100,000 to join his inner circle mastermind because he does it all day long. He sells it all day long. So this is amazing. Not that our people can get this information, but the ability for us to create a value in the marketplace that is significant when they join as an influencer or influencer pro. Also, don't forget, we're building out training modules as well for the vendors. AI courses, leadership courses, sales courses, how to launch your own affiliate channel. So they're going to get more than just a license to the platform as well. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about how to make money with this. When you become an influencer or an influencer pro, you can earn a license bonus. A license bonus will be 15% at influencer, 20% at influencer pro. I strongly recommend you don't be soft with people and let them be an influencer. Just, I'm telling you, it's not going to be conducive for them. They're gonna be mad at you that you didn't push harder for them just to pay the difference. Because the distinction between what is the earning potential is massive. But at 20% as an influencer pro, you make $100 when you enroll an influencer on that license, 160 on a pro license, 200 on a domestic vendor license, 300 on an international vendor license. So I get started. I find out what my network's like, how it impacts, and how it affects. What's up, Curtis? How it impacts, how it affects. Boom, there's $200, there's $400, there's $600, there's $800. There is no what you would consider to be upline commissioning on the license bonus the way you would think. It's all going into the community bonus. The other 30% to pay out on that is all going into the community bonus at the end. So hang with me on that. So bonus number one, I get started. You know, I get some other licenses closed out. I make a bonus for it next week. Next slide. Let's talk about marketplace commissions or marketplace earnings, excuse me. There's three ways you can earn money in the marketplace: a direct bonus, a marketplace commission, and then marketplace pools. Let's go through each one really quick. A vendor makes the decision on the split between a direct bonus and a marketplace commission. In our language, the person who sold it and upline. The vendor makes the decision on that like this. Hey, this is let's go with your Fiji water if I can. This product right here is what I would consider to be what's called this super water. Super water is an anchor product. As a team builder, it is imperative. It's not required, but it is imperative that you find 2, 3, 4, 5 anchor products that maybe you know the owner of this product. Maybe it's a network marketing product. Maybe it used to be, or maybe it's people that used to be in the industry that launched their own products and they understand the value of network marketing. You need stability in your rank qualification, your volume, and your marketplace commissions. The way that you're going to get stability is anchor products. So you're going to forge alliances in different countries, by the way, because this product doesn't ship to all the countries. It only ships to your team in North America. Okay, I got to find some anchor products in South America, some anchor products in Asia. An anchor product is what a team builder says to the team, guys, this is what we're selling, and this is what we're buying. Other way around, this is what we're buying, and this is what we're selling. Because you know the vendor is going to pay 80% upline and 20% to the person who's the influencer. It's meant to support you as a team builder. This is why we're a true hybrid. All the other vendors that are on there, they're just trying to move products through influencers. We've given them a home and we've given the influencers a home. Everybody's happy. They might shift it to 50-50. They might shift it to 60-40. They might give 80% of what they're willing to pay to the influencer. Anchor products are going to be what anchors your revenue, your team ranks, your marketplace commissions. So you're going to forge alliances. Can you have your own anchor product? If something that you sell? Yes. I would make sure these have to be monthly recurring products for the stability of your organization. find some different products you really love that are the owner of that company is going to honor the type of building that we do as, network marketing team builders. Everything else is direct bonus, 100% to influencer, whatever, that one-time stuff. We are not going to build our incomes off the one-time stuff. We're going to take it. We're happy to, usually Christmas is bad in the direct sales world. Christmas is throw it away, throw December in the trash can. Like, call me next month from Thanksgiving to January 3rd in the trash. You know what a Black Friday is going to look like now? You know what is London called? Unboxing, is that what it's called? Or Box Day, something like that? Do you know what the holidays are going to look like for your check? With all the consumption that can happen, people are going to buy all their gifts from themselves. A direct bonus just becomes a discount on whatever it is they're buying, right? They're going to be selling to everyone in their network all of the gifts that they can through them. Like, it's all one-time money. The stable money in the marketplace is going to come from those anchor products. So direct bonus, one-time money, 100% to the influencer. Marketplace commissions, that's on those anchor stable products, and that's going to go into the unit level, which is going to be up to 5 levels with an early infinite payout. Early on in the ranks, an infinity payout's going to hit. So it'll go from 2 levels to 3 levels to 4 levels to 5 levels as you increase ranks. But the infinity payout goes all the way up to 15% at some of the higher ranks. It's like 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. It starts to back up. So what does that mean? You got 3 different teams here. You're at a rank that gives you a 15% infinity payout. He's at a rank that gives him a 10% infinity payout. You're taking the difference, 5% to infinity. Level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50. Oh, he ranked up. 4% infinity payout, level 60, level 70. I had somebody say, well, what happens if your top 3 are at the same rank you are? Just cash your $1 million a month check. You're good. Your infinity payout is not so infinity anymore, but you're rich. So it's okay. You're doing okay. Gracias. So again, unilevel commission or unilevel payout is your marketplace commission. Every time a vendor sets the scale, whatever they set to go to the social media influencer is the direct bonus. Whatever's left over goes up line. It goes in the unilevel, 5 levels plus infinity payout, 2 to 15%. Next slide, please. Here's last part of the marketplace earnings, which is the pool. A percentage of every transaction, off every country, off every product, off everything that happens, everywhere. Whether you like the product or you don't like the product, or you like that team or you don't like the team, doesn't matter, we're paying you. The top 6 ranks can participate in the global marketplace pool. Pause. Let's clean it up. License bonus, sell a license, make a bonus. Number 2, marketplace earnings. Direct bonus if I sell something, upline commissions in the marketplace commissions, and a piece of the pool. It's when you get out of the details, it's really clean and simple. Sell a license, make a license bonus. When a product sells in the marketplace, the person who sold it got paid, the uplines got paid, and the leaders got paid in the pool. Let's jump to the next one. Almost done. Biz dev. Dang it. Come on, Ron. It was 3 a.m. when I finished these slides. I lied. I went to bed early last night, 1 a.m. Okay. Market development. Bonus. Okay. So, definitely need to edit these slides. When an influencer pro, not an influencer cannot do this. When an influencer pro becomes BizDev certified, market development certified, it'll be a course inside their LMS. They join, they'll be able to click on business market development bonus. They'll click on it, go through the course, and they're going to sign an addendum contract. Why? We cannot have people out there spamming every company, setting up spam bots, telemarketers calling every company. It would just trash the brand. So we're putting up ways and things in place to prevent just people spamming people and spamming companies all day long and making our brand just go to the trash. You can become an influencer pro. You can go through the certification. You will sign an addendum that says, I will not spam, I will not this, I will not that. And you're agreeing to follow the ways that we're choosing to do the business development. Okay, now, in this, you're gonna earn 3% of the CV, commissionable volume. It's not the retail volume. Why? Because we don't receive the retail volume, okay? The commissionable volume, they said, okay, we're willing to pay $100, 50 in direct bonus. That last 50 right there, multiply it times 2, that's going into the CV. You're getting 3% of that. In that case, $3. Well, what if it was off every transaction worldwide, whether your team sold it or not? How could that work? Let's say you have 5 vendors. Those 5 vendors that you've enrolled are doing a couple $100,000 a month in sales, of which they're commissioning 100,000 in CV. That's 500,000 a month in CV, and you're making 15 grand a month off those 5 companies. Did you have to make any sales in that scenario? Yes or no? No. Can you do this if you're an affiliate? If you're an affiliate, yes or no? Can you do it if you're an influencer only? Yes or no? What must you be? Influencer what? Who becomes something, whatever the word was, vendor, not market development, vendor development certified. Vendor development certified. If you brought one company that took over, this is called whale hunting. Sometimes lightning strikes. Sometimes it happens. It happens for people all the time. You brought one company, goes and kills it. Can you make 50 grand a month? Yes, you can. All right. Let's talk about business development check match. This is my 3rd favorite part of the compensation plan. Second favorite part is the direct bonus to the influencers and the affiliates. The ability for them to pick what they want to earn and go sell it and not feel like the company is dictating what they can earn. They get to choose, changes the landscape of how, our industry's been done. The first one I love the most is next, but here's the second one I love the most. Depending on your rank, you will check match every vendor in your team. So let's have it look like this. Mike, I'm gonna have you stand on the stage real quick. And hop on up here. Let's put you in frame. Perfect, you're in frame. This is Mike's team. This is Mike's team, who is Influencer Pro and also became vendor development certified. So there's about how amount of who's left here, 40 or so. Of you 40, you guys went and got 100 vendors. Is this a possible scenario? Absolutely possible. So these are his best 40. These aren't his 400 or his 4,000. These are his 40 assassins that are vendor development certified, that go out there and get a couple vendors each. Those 100 vendors, they're doing 50,000 in commissionable value per month, which is 5 million a month times 3%. You guys are splitting up the 150,000 a month, depending on which vendors you brought. He's going to check match every single one of you, anywhere from 17 to 45%, depending on what rank you are and where you fall in this group. That's why I'm generalizing this. So I picked a low one. I'm gonna say this again because this one has a slight complication to it, but holy cow, when you get this, it's beautiful. Mike has a team, 400 people. Of that, he's got 40 influencer pros that got 2.5 vendors each. On average, that's 100 vendors. Those 100 vendors are doing 50,000 in commissionable value to the company, which is 5 million in commissions they're paying to our organization. You guys are getting 3% times the 5 million, which is 150,000 a month. 1,000 for you, 2,000 for you, 1,000 for you, 3,000 for you, 2,000 for you. Are you with me so far? Say yes. He's gonna check match your 1,000, your 3,000, your 4,000, your 2,000, your 6,000, your 8,000, anywhere from 17 to 45%, depending what rank he's at, depending what rank you're at. But in this scenario, that's an additional 30,000 a month off those 100 vendors from his 40 top biz dev people. Combine those with the 5 vendors he has, Mike is making $45,000 a month just off the vendor development bonus. That's $500,000 a year. Yes, he's feeling good, everybody. Give it up for Mike. Thank you, sir. You did very well in that scenario. I don't know why you needed to stand on stage. I think I did it for the Zoom people. Okay. This adds such a crazy different dynamic to our industry, like such a crazy different dynamic. It allows people that are great at hunting and finding great companies to earn well. It also allows leaders of team builders to help your team go get the companies and make sure they do it right, make sure you say the right thing, make sure you're presenting it the right way, onboard them correctly, get them a victory, get them a W. Because you got to, when a company joins, you got to get them a W. So if you're check matching all these people, you're like, okay, let's get your new vendor a W. Let's all push it. Let's push his next week. Let's push his next week. You're always just pushing as a team, different vendors in the team so that you can push the business development bonus for all of you guys. Vendor development. Next slide, please. Okay, community bonus. Before I dive into this one, quick recap. Sell a license, get a license bonus. Something sells in the marketplace, 3 things happen. Direct bonus to the person who sold it, upline commissioning and marketplace commissions, and a percentage goes in the pool for the top 6 ranks. It really is a clean, simple plan. Whoever brought the vendor onto the marketplace to do those sales in the marketplace, they're getting a piece of that. And so is the upline team builder that's facilitating, everybody's vendors to come into the organization. The last one, this one's my favorite, community bonus. Lots of debate on this one, lots of in-depth conversations. Here's some context. We're headed a certain direction. It wasn't loved by all. And one of the gentlemen in the room that works as the CTO for one of Terry's technology companies that in his career has coded over 2,000 compensation plans. He's like, I know I'm not like part of the team, and I know it's not like I'm not supposed to suggest stuff. I'm just supposed to do what you guys want. But can I tell you what I believe is the best compensation model for driving the right behavior? I'm like, yeah, I've seen at least 9 comp plans in the last 27 years. What do you got? Like if you've seen 2,000 comp plans and you know what's driving the most behavior, freaking tell us. He said he called it a modern matrix. I said, all right, I'm following so far. I know what a matrix is. What do you mean by modern matrix? It's going to do a couple things. Number one is it's going to drive speed. So a unilevel does not drive speed. It drives stability. It drives security. It drives something you can count on. Okay, that makes sense. Binary drives speed. Get in now. Get good placements. Oops, just kidding. You're in the inside leg. Call me in 2 years and tell me how much you hate me. Right? You get the speed, but if you're in the wrong spot, life is bad. So you get the speed of, hey, here's how the matrix works. Look, our community moves fast. Those who make the decision to get into the community today are automatically in position to benefit from those who choose to join the community tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. Those who join this week are in position to be rewarded from the people that join the week after, or the week after that, or the week after that. Positioning matters, speed matters, taking action now matters, and it will be rewarded. But it has 100% spillover, which means it's a 3x12 matrix. You can't have 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. It's 3. Therefore, the next 3, 10, 12, 18, all have to go in the communities of those who made the decision to say yes now. The next 100, they go into the communities of those who say yes now. The next 1,000, by the way, I'm purposely doing this not for messaging the future, but for you. The next 10,000 are going into the communities of those who say yes when? Now. The next 100,000 are going into the communities of those who say yes when? Now. It's 100% spillover. It rotates, A team, B team, C team, A team, B team, finish the row, and it's 3 by 12, which means there's 797,000 nodes from you down. From you and your community, there's 797,000 potential nodes to fill. And then the last one, blinking, highlight, bold it, neon. He said, but it pays like a unilevel. I'm sorry? Yeah. So it's matrix and everybody goes into speed, but it pays like a unilevel. I was like, so you're saying, if I'm understanding you right, you just take whatever amount of people are on that level and multiply it times a percentage and you earn that? He's like, exactly. So it doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. Nope. It doesn't have to be everyone in that row to the finish so you can get paid up. Nope. Your team A could go faster than team B and team C. You can still get paid off it. Yeah. Where do I sign? Because what that means for those of you guys who are not comp plan people is this doesn't have to be perfect. And you can still get paid off every piece of your community. As long as you're at the rank that allows you to get paid off every piece of your community. And I'm going to show that last. Okay, I realize, Rod, I apologize for this. There's a simulator that I didn't give you. How would you like to, I can send it to you right now, but it is critical. If you bring me my computer with a Sprint, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to start, I'll open up for some questions while I'm grabbing the simulator. Anything non-community bonus related, hit me now. I'm going to give him the simulator. The only one thing we forgot to give you, brother, I apologize. Open for Q&A, ready, go. That is a great question. Where'd they come from? Hey, thank you. Mike is a huge musician. He is a singer of a very well-known rock band. And the first thing he said is, how can we change the music industry with this? I think there is a way. I don't know if it's out of the gates or it's the very first thing that we're going to do, but I think there's a way, and it's going to be through, you want to grab Mike?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing that?
Here you
I'll
go.
grab this.
Go for it.
Let's just take 1 second while he's searching this thing up and we're gonna go through the simulator. I just want you to think for a second about community, all right? Community, what are we driving? We're driving community. Once we crowdsource all of the members of that
You want me
community
to cast?
together, what could we do? Just for a
Actually, no, I'm
second,
going to give it to you.
what could we do?
You're going to bring it back
Could
to
we
slides.
do 100%? Why could we do that? Because we have members in every country around the world connected with people all around the world. So when you understand and grasp the concept of decentralization, there's almost no vertical we cannot go to together. If you can sell it, stream it, listen to it, train from it, buy it, eat it, gift it, and even deeper. I have some vision for this, and I'm not going to go into it, but decentralization, that is the key. As a group, as a collective together, what we can do together is unlimited,
I think
as
we're
long as we're together. Yes, sir.
The platform also allows streaming.
I'm good.
Yeah, we got, that's the
WhatsApp.
thing, in my opinion, we gotta get some critical mass for, so that we make sure we have an attractive offer when it comes out, but yes.
Rod.
Absolutely. We're doing-
Rod,
We're doing training, we're doing e-learning, yes, 100%.
I got to steer it.
Whether it's immediate download or streaming off this, yes. I'll take a few more questions while we're.
I have to steer it.
Do any and all vendor service products get accepted, or are there any kind of boundaries?
Very good question. So in case you didn't hear it, is any product acceptable? And the answer is no, right? I mean, first of all, we have in what we call the service agreement, PSSA, right? So you'll get to know that, because when you start talking to vendors, you just direct them directly to the contract page and the conversion page. They'll see all of it. But there's certain product lines we can't allow to happen, right? For not the least of the reasons would be, you can sell alcohol in this country, but you can't sell it in this country. You might want to not sell it because it's hard to determine, are minors buying, things like that. So clearly there's some categories we're going to steer away from. Clearly anything that's,
That's me.
let's call it mature or pornographic, we're not doing that. Anything alcohol, drug related, anything that's gun related, violence related, not gonna happen, right?
My Zoom.
Any other quick questions?
I'm ready.
You tell me when you're ready. Last chance?
Can my 16-year-old who loves to post on Instagram and sell product do this? Or they need to be 18-year-old?
100%. Understand the question. Can my 16-year-old do this, or do they have to be 18? Any of you know the answer to this? Of course, as a guardian, parent, whatever, You can't sign the contract for them or authorize them to do it. But that is on the parent or the guardian's deal. Now, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. We have as some of the professionals, the super vendors that we have, they do mindset training, they do a lot of affiliate-based training, everything else. That's why we brought them. They're so good at what they do. Told us a story the other day about a 10-year-old boy, right, who has a totally faceless presence online. Everything he does is AI generated. And this kid at 10 years old is making thousands of dollars a month doing what he does. Parents love it, his face isn't out there, nobody knows, and just like Nick's children on the stage, he has a value set that is unstoppable for the rest of his life. So I applaud the question, and I think we should promote as deep down as we can.
Thank you, Rod, for the kick save. Well done, sir. You should play hockey. Okay, here is a Shapley simulator. Now, the reason why we can do it like this is because even though it's a matrix, it really doesn't matter because we're paying it like a unilevel. So we have the ability to have the flexibility of just plugging in the numbers and then just checking your rank down below. So we're going to go look at a couple facts here. What matters the most? Number one is how many people in your community. Number two, value per node. Now, is it only you responsible for the people in your community? Yes or no? No. It is you plus anyone you're working with. Well, what if they're going to put everyone in the other team? They can't. Well, what if they're going to force everyone? They can't. Because this is a support scenario. Rod, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but when Jeff ran the simulator of dumping in 100,000 people, my understanding is the people on the 4th and 5th level had the most upside with the least amount of mathematical effort because the people above them are dumping into their organizations. Yeah, I had a bunch of people like, listen, I want you to know that no one's going above me. I'm like, are you sure? You sure you want that? Are you sure? It's just me and you. I'm like, you sure you want that? Because if I were you, I'd go find the biggest beast in the room and say, go above me, please. Because I want 1/3 of all your juice right into my community. Let's go, put it in the team. It's a whole different way of thinking than what you might be used to in the past. So number two is value per node. A node is a seat. A seat is a person, however you want to look at it. But each node has a value. Each node has a value. What is the value per node? It is impossible. It is a mathematical impossibility for it to be less than $30, the average node. It is a mathematical impossibility. Why? Because the only people that have a node are influencer and influencer pros. So if you're an influencer, you're paying $30 a month or $29.99 a month, we'll call it 30 a month, and that's your value per node. So if every node in the entire company is $30, that means there's no influencer pros, there's no affiliates, and there's no vendors. We're not in business. So it is impossible for it to be less than 30. So you can come up with your own averages. I don't know, maybe we make the floor 50. What 50 states is that influencer and influencer pros, if half were each, we'd be at $35. Then we have a couple vendors and a couple affiliates. Highly unlikely, but let's have some fun with this. I told you guys you could have 797,000 people in your community. Times $50, that's 1.4 million a month. It won't pay all your bills, but it is a good start, right? Now, you're like, well, it's impossible to put 800,000 people in a business. That's not true. We did. We did in a couple of years. Many of you guys have done that, but fail it by 90%. So 10%, you got 80,000 people at a $50 value node. That's 140,000 a month. Okay, 8,000. 8,000 people is 14,000 a month at $50. Now let's have some fun with this. Is anyone named Sarah in the room? Okay, we're not using Sarah. Okay, is anyone named Sue in the room? Is there a Sue? Okay, we need average Sue, super average, below average, less than average Sue. I need you guys to think of the Sue that I'm thinking of that's in your team. That's Sue. Everyone got the Sue? Everyone got the Sue? Sue is an influencer pro. What does an influencer pro have as a subscription? $40. Everyone say it out loud. What is it? What does an influencer pro have as a subscription? $40. Okay. Average Sue. It's $39.99. Average Sue in 6 months, how many free affiliates, her friends, her neighbors, how many free affiliates can average Sue enroll that they've got their $9.99 active over a 6-month time frame? Average Sue, you guys tell me. 11, 10, 100, 20. Anyone else? Let's go with you. Sure. 50. It's free. Then the person's paying $10 a month to stay on the platform and push offers. We're going to go with 11. Actually, we're not. We're going with 10. I lied. Because $9.99 times 10 is $100. So $40 plus $100 is how much, everybody? What's $40 plus $100? How much, everybody? 140. Now, do we want Sue to have enough juice to sign up a vendor in 6 months or not? I'll let you guys decide. One vendor or no vendors? One vendor, are you sure? It's super average Sue. He's like, no, she's a 0. Okay. We'll go with an $80. What is Sue's node value? What's 40 plus 100 plus 80? 220. Sue, average Sue, below average Sue's node value is 220. Should we lower it? Let's get rid of that 80. Let's get rid of that 80. Average Sue, you're out of there. 140. Can we settle on 140? Watch this. 80,000 people in your community at 140 is $400,000 a month just off this one way we pay. 80,000 people times $140 node value is just this one way, $400,000 a month. Do you have to go put all the 80,000 in? Nope. You don't. Okay, well, too much still? Let's get there. Here's 8,000, 40 grand a month. Average Sue's now making 40. No, that's not average Sue. Average Sue is just the person in the team. Average node value 140. This is you. You have 8,000. You have 800. Here's 50 grand a year. Guys, we'll put, I don't know how fast we'll put 100,000 people in this, but it's going to be fast. Now, there's a part of this that didn't sit well with any of us, which was, wait a second, are we just saying if somebody just joined today and we put below average Sue, we put 100,000 people in, that somebody could just sit there and make $500,000 a month for doing nothing? That doesn't feel okay. So what we came up with is we tied it to the marketplace. The marketplace has ranks. Catalyst, T1, T2, T3, the ranks are across the bottom. And here's the give and take. You take as much out of the community bonus as you put into the marketplace. That's how it works. Put nothing into the marketplace, you don't take nothing out, but you're going to cap at 500. There's going to be several people, who knows, several hundred, several thousand people that are going to make $500 bucks a month in the community bonus for doing nothing but staying active. They're gonna, and staying active means they're paying their 40 bucks a month and they got customers handling the other 100. So for 40 bucks, they're going to make 500. It's going to happen thousands of times. Why? Because they got in and they did nothing. And the group that they're working with is so powerful, it went, brrr, but they'll never be able to take out more than 500 unless they start building a team and pouring into the marketplace. So now think about somebody who joins in day one, never does anything but stay active, and boom, the community explodes. And they're like, holy cow, I could make 100,000 a month in my community bonus. But I must go do what? Put in 100,000 a month as a macro influencer 3. If I go hit macro 3 and put 100,000 a month into the marketplace, I can take out my 100,000 a month from the community bonus. Once you get to diamond influencer above, there's no cap. This is really critically important. There's got to be people development. There's got to be rank development. There's got to be marketplace transactions, because the marketplace is the only thing that matters. This community bonus is irrelevant unless the marketplace is thriving Customers are buying, influencers are pushing offers, doing live commerce, and vendors are making money. And if we can make that happen, this will be the greatest singular piece of a compensation plan that I've ever been exposed to in my life. And I want to see, I want to see our best, the most talented people making 7 figures a month. And guys, you know what's crazy? Is there's 2 parts I haven't told you yet on this. See these licenses right here? 30% of each of them also goes into the node value. I don't put it in there because I don't know how many people are going to join in your team each month. So I just leave it out of the example. But when all these one-time licenses times 30%, all going into the community bonus. So average node value on this 140 of Sue is actually higher because whatever's happening in Sue's community, well, Sue doesn't have anybody. She does have people. No, she doesn't. She didn't recruit anybody. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to recruit anyone to have 25 people in her community, in the community bonus. It's the people that are leading her. Sue can't stop it from happening. Sue can't say, please, I don't want any more people in my community. It just happens. So now as licenses start being purchased and people are adding into the community, 30% of that value on the right is going into the average node value. Boom, boom. But wait, there's more. How about a check match? How about a check match on the community bonus? I'm not even gonna mess with these numbers. You see it's $30. We wanted 140. Here you go, there's 140. The check match says this: whoever you would personally enroll, you're going to check match their community bonus. The higher their community bonus, the higher your check match. Full stop. Because I have people like, well, what happens when I get people and it's down all the way because it's a 3x12 matrix, they're on level 13, then what? You're just check matching them then. The next 800,000 people, like the worst things have happened in your life. But the ability for this one particular compensation module to set up a lot of people and their dreams for life, normally I would say this, normally. Yeah, but who are you taking from? That's what I would normally say. And it took me not 10 times, but maybe 5 times of going, wait a second. The free affiliate can join and make more money than most of the team builders through live commerce. They're just gonna get on, make a bunch of sales, make $5 grand that month, turn it off. They're more than taken care of. That fitness influencer who wants to go sell that $5,000 piece of fitness equipment and get a $1,500 direct bonus, 1 a week, just made $6 grand that month. Do you remember how hard it was to make $6 grand a month in network marketing, building a team? That's why they're all doing live commerce, by the way, guys. Right? Because it's too hard to build a team that big to make $6 grand a month off a supplement. We have the right hybrid. We have the right compensation driving the right, you remember the first slide I put out, driving the right what? Behavior. The direct bonus, it drives the behavior. The vendor development bonus, it drives the behavior. The community bonus, it drives the behavior. What is that behavior? Better get your ass in now, because I'm gonna sign up 10 this week. And they're either, this is the non-public side of this. It's just me and you. It's just me and my buddy Jesus. Get your ass in now, because these 10 are either going in your community or somebody else, or you're going in theirs. That's the bro talk one, right? It's not the presentation, but and is it the truth? It is. And you don't have to stress about, but what if he's on the inside leg? I'm kind of misleading. No. Everybody's taken care of. Everybody's getting spillover. Everybody's going to win. The community bonus drives behavior. The vendor development bonus drives behavior. The direct bonus drives the behavior. It all drives its certain behavior. I've never been this thrilled about a compensation plan that can take care of the little gal and the big gal. That's not the right word. Okay, the little gal and the queen bee in a way that I've never seen before. A way for her to make $250,000 a month, and a way for her to make $25,000 a month from her cell phone having no team. That's the type of business that's going to win, and to be able to do it globally in a way that's never been done before. Anybody excited about a rewards plan? Because I'm excited about a rewards plan.